Hey everybody, I've been gone for a while, and we're back now. So today's guest is someone I'm meeting for like the third time, I think, and he's trying to follow the same dream I am, to be a professional comedian. This episode we talk about his life growing up. We talk about his life, since he's joined the Marine Corps, and kind of the path he's taken now as a comedian. And I hope you guys enjoy the episode. And without further ado, peace. Enjoy. It's a podcast. So today's guest is a new comic, fresh to the Wilmington scene, much like myself, and is also active duty military. Here I was thinking I was the only one, thinking that I was, alone in the trenches, and by golly, was I wrong. Right as I left, you started doing comedy. I would like to welcome Garret Stewart. Welcome.
How's it going, man? Thanks for having me.
Yeah, man, I appreciate it. Not too many people are trying to do interviews lately, so it's nice to finally get somebody to say yes. Right?
Yeah, I'm excited to do this.
It's like that one dude that's like had to like resort to like dosing women at the bar. It's like, well, eventually you're gonna say yes.
Yeah.
No, but we don't encourage dosing unless you're dosing me. Then I'm cool with it. I didn't say that. You said that, so
I'll take it too.
No, I really sincerely, I thank you for coming on. I know this drive was like crazy.
Yeah, down the street.
Yeah, it was like right around the fucking corner. No, but I wanted to ask. Hold on, let me take a sip of this because I gotta wet my whistle. Little AMSR, or what is it? AMSR, right?
Yeah, I think that's
a little ASMR action here. No, but this is it's my first podcast since I got back from deployment. And dude, I've been hitting it hard, like comedy wise, the last like 3 weeks, because I'm still really in between on this. Like, I don't know if I really want to do the podcast thing, or like dive into the comedy thing. And I think I've realized that like I need to dive into the comedy, and this will just be like something on the side. Yeah,
I think especially starting out, I feel like more into comedy, but I feel like, I mean, even now, like every comedian has a podcast. Yeah. And it's just a different way for like once you start building
your
like,
material
fans,
out. Yeah. And then just do me a favor, just keep the mic like, I don't know, just a little bit closer, because when you speak, sometimes it'll reverb off the walls. Yeah. And if it's uncomfortable at any point, just let me know.
Fine, yeah.
No, cool. So you're from Illinois, right? And you said you're about an hour east of
St. Louis.
St. Louis. Yeah. Cool. And how was that? You said it was like growing up in the sticks. So it was
it's small town, like 7,000 people, 5,000.
What is the town, so we can get those fans?
Vandalia.
Up on here? Yeah. Oh, so it was the no shit shirt you were wearing. Is that like a high school football?
Yeah, it was something like that. Yeah.
Were you a football player in
No,
like
I just
high school?
wrestled.
Ah, fuck yeah, dude. I do jiu-jitsu and stuff, so I'm like that.
I've been trying to get into that.
It's close to my heart.
Yeah.
Yeah, it people don't realize that like how much of a fucking full body workout like wrestling is, jiu-jitsu, like pretty much any of the martial arts. Like you're literally just using your body.
Just sweating.
Yeah.
One practice, I had a sweatsuit on. I lost 12 pounds in 2 hours.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's fucking nuts.
Yeah. So when did you graduate?
2018.
Okay. So what weight did you wrestle at? I don't know the like weight classes. So like what per pound, like poundage wise, what did you weigh?
So like my freshman year, I wrestled 138. Then my sophomore year, like 152, 160.
Nice.
Then from my sophomore to junior year, I blew up. Yeah. And I was like 220 before wrestling season.
Holy shit.
So I cut to 182, then wrestled 182 my junior.
Now, did you do like a clean bulk, or did you do like I'm just going to eat everything?
No, I was fat as fuck. Just, I don't like, I mean, I was a late bloomer too. That's like when I hit puberty. So I just like, I was
stretched
eating everything.
Up,
yeah. And I just gained so much weight.
Yeah. Cause you're pretty tall too. You're what, like 6'2", 6'1"?
Like 5'11".
Stop.
Yeah.
Maybe it's the fucking, it's the shit on. Kickers, dude.
That's what it is. That's why I wear them. I got 3-inch insoles in here too.
Just like if you x-rayed his boot, it's just you in high heels.
Yeah, pretty much.
Just like
it's a calf workout every day.
Yeah, we get you in a mini skirt, son. It's gonna be fucking lights out.
That
shit. Yeah. So what are you like? I guess because I don't really know the style. So is it like freestyle wrestling in high school or
high school? I mean, pretty much all high school in America is folk style. Then like over the summer you can do like freestyle and Greco-Roman
and so what? So what are the differences? Because I know the Greco-Roman stuff is more like chain wrestling, right?
So that's like all on your feet, like all throws, and stuff. Then freestyle is kind of a quicker pace folk style, like it's more
like ankle picks and things like that.
Yeah, it's
like
more takedowns, and you're not on like top and bottom. For that long, it's like I forget it now because it's been so long, but it's like after I think like 15 or 30 seconds, they stand you up.
Yeah. So if it spends too much time on the ground,
but in like folk style, you could stay like on top and bottom for the whole period.
Yeah. And now like what got you into wrestling? Was it like a parent thing? Like they were like, you're gonna do
my
something?
Older brother, so I started when I was 7. My older brother started when he was like 8 or 9. So he did it for a year. Then like he was going to practice every night and tournaments every weekend. So it was like I might as well do it too. Yeah. Then really it was just something I always did. Yeah. Like I don't really remember like starting moment. Yeah. I just always always did it.
Yeah, because I was like a schleb in high school. Like we would just skateboard. We were fucking menaces to society. We would like skitch on cars. Like
teenage dirtbags.
In this fucking town, there used to be a trolley that would like go through it, and we would skitch on the back of it, and the adrenaline of like running from people that are like trying to snitch on you, because there'd be like people like in the back of the trolley, like stop the bus, and it's like, dude, chill, man. We're just trying to hitch a ride real quick. Mind your fucking business, So there's not much to do there, just wrestling, right? Well, I would imagine it's like a sports centric, because usually in like I've noticed like the places where there aren't like very many urban things.
It's an all sport. Like that's what everyone cares about.
Yeah, it's
like football on Friday nights and basketball.
So like the football stadium or like bleachers and shit had to be fucking packed.
Oh yeah, right? Every weekend everyone went. Like
it's insane.
Yeah, that was like the biggest thing. As
far as like doing shit, right? I would imagine dirt bikes, ATVs. Everybody's got like horses and shit. Or like, am I off on that?
It was all like kind of spread out, like because like there's still like a town part, but I mean,
you gotta have like your essentials.
Yeah, right? Then like friends who lived in the country, they had all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, because that was like before like Walmart drop off, where it's like
Yeah, I mean that's one thing we would do. Like, you want to go walk around Walmart? And we'd walk around Walmart for an hour.
Yeah, because I have grandparents that are in like it's Rome, New York, so it's like upstate New York. So like for the winters, we would go up there when it would like snow heavy, because we wouldn't just get that much snow, because like we were on the coast in Jersey. Yeah. So like it was like slush and just like black ice. I said black ice, not black guys. So like the snow there was like minimal, but like we still got it. Like we had all the seasons, but like up there was like a different animal. Like you could dig igloos into the fucking driveway and then just like walk for like 30 feet. If like you could dig however far you wanted, right? Yeah. But like it was a similar thing. Like it took like 40 minutes just to get to Walmart, and that was like the first establishment you would see that wasn't like a mom and pop like hand pump gas station that had already been run down. Like it was insane. Yeah, it's a completely different world.
That's like the only thing we had was a Walmart.
Holy shit, dude! Yeah, because they had a drive-in movie theater, which would like also show like X-rated films like on the fucking weekends, and then so it was like vigilanting as a fucking public masturbation site. And then like on the like Friday nights, it was like, we're playing Cars 2 and fucking, if it was like Buzz Lightyear was out back then, it's like, we got the double feature, like Toy Story and fucking, and then don't forget to come for, Hannah Lee's fucking DP.
I wish we had
Saturday night.
I would have been there.
Yeah, dude, of course. And it was like so intoxicating. Well, I shouldn't even say intoxicating. It was just like such a culture shock.
Yeah.
Because like, when you think New York, you think like, hey, like what the fuck you doing here? Like they don't say that, but yeah, I get what you're saying. It's like, motherfucker, like guys in Philly, like Jean, like you think like city, right? You think like urban, like rough, like I'm gonna fucking rob you. But then you go like 6 hours north, and it's mossy oak and like bow hunting and like you know, like we're taking our muzzleloader out, we're gonna go get us some fucking turkey or some shit. Like that's literally what it was. So it was like such a culture shock for us because we were used to like having all these amenities, and like we would show up to our grandma's and it's like, oh, we don't have internet, bitch, like figure it out. And it's like, so I kind of got like both. I was super thankful for it. Like now growing up, we were like, yo, it's fucking boring here, dog. Like grandma's got fucking PlayStation 1, dog. It's fucking get a PS2. What are we doing? Like we'll throw in money. We'll do a fucking fundraiser. I don't care. We'll do like the same thing as like OnlyFans, but like for like car washes or some shit, right? Yeah. So like, do you guys have any like cool? I would say like not necessarily party stories, but like, did you guys like take the bus? Like, did the bus still hit different when you like were going to school? Like, I remember I used to get like super hyped on the bus going to school. You'd like show up with all your friends because like you guys can't have too many social interactions if like everybody's yards are like that far apart, right?
I mean,
so it was lit.
I lived like a mile from the school.
Okay, so you walked?
Yeah, rode the bike.
That sucks.
Yeah, that's like, but like I would love to ride the bike to school because I lived by one of my buddies and we would just meet up.
Just link and ride it. Yeah, fuck yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Because I remember like senior year, I'd graduated early, but I was like kicked out of my house. So like I was living in my own apartment from like November to January, and I would just fucking walk to school because I was like in a completely different town. There's no bus, none of that for me. So I had to like walk to school. So there were like days I would just straight up miss out on school because I like overslept because I was 18 years old in my own fucking apartment. I was like, what am I even fucking doing?
I don't think I could have finished high school if I lived by myself. I graduated
early, dude. How fucking insane is that? That just goes to show you guys, hard work in the beginning always pays off in the end, right? No, so and that's when I like so I graduated in January, and then I was depped in on my birthday's in November, so I depped in on my birthday, and almost the same day I was like getting my apartment and shit like that. So I was like depped in until May is when I went to boot camp of like my senior year. So like while everybody was like out partying that summer, I was just getting fucking trazed at boot camp, and it was fucking miserable. But so I like came back from boot camp, and everybody had all these like cool summer stories where everybody was like hanging out. I'm like, yeah, that's super cool, man. That's fucking tears down my face.
I went in July, so I had like like a month of summer.
Were you East Coast or were you West Coast? West Coast guy? How was that?
I liked it. Yeah. I mean, the weather was nice.
All things considering.
Yeah, I mean, the weather was perfect. Yeah. Like, there's no humidity. It was just the perfect weather every single day. And they'd be like, it's going to be a hot one today. And it's like, this isn't, I like this. This isn't
weather.
Bad. Yeah.
How's the weather in like, in your town? Was it?
Just normal.
How do you pronounce it?
Vandalia.
Vandalia. All right. So it's like Black Dahlia. I guess it just has LIA at the end. Yeah. So, all right. Don't comment.
I mean, just normal like Midwest weather, just hot in the summer, cold in the winter.
Fuck. Is it like a frigid cold, no snow?
No, we get it depends. Like some years we'll go the whole winter without any snow, then like other years we would have like 2 weeks off of school because the ice and the snow would be so bad.
Fuck. Yeah, because I guess Chicago gets still pretty fucking like deep snow.
Yeah,
like, motherfuckers.
Yeah,
like,
well, it's up there. I'm like 4 hours south of Chicago.
Yeah,
that's why. Anytime I say I'm from Illinois, they're like, "Oh, like Chicago." I was like, I've never even been to Chicago.
I've never even seen it.
Yeah,
I've seen pictures. I'm like, I'm at the same level you guys are.
Yeah,
right. Yeah. So you're active duty military. I would like to start this clip that I found through the interwebs. It's pretty cringy. All right. So let me backtrack before we get into that. So, all right, let me backtrack this up. So we're just gonna watch this video. I want you to keep in mind. Did you have any stories similar to this? Because I remember in our school, fights would happen quite often, and I would imagine in a town where like there isn't much to do, like. School was the place to settle shit.
I'd never seen a single fight.
Wow. All right. So this is going to be completely and utterly nothing to do with what we're going to speak about, but I'm just going to play it anyway. I wanted to see your thoughts on this. Oh!
I told you not to say another word. I told you.
He told him.
I'd love to see that shit in school. I didn't get any of that.
No UFC action, huh?
I seen when I was in 7th grade, I saw 2 girls fight. Yeah. And it was just like they were pulling each other's hair at recess. And that was it. That was the only thing I ever saw.
Damn, that's whack. Yeah, no, we at our homecoming, dude, like gunshots, like police came. It was crazy. And I think that was the freshman or sophomore year. And like rival gangs always, like dudes got caught with guns. Like it was crazy.
Yeah, we didn't have any.
I'm also kind of up, like I'm up talking it. I'm not sitting here saying like, that was like an everyday thing, but like
it happened.
We know people are bringing guns into school, right? I mean, it's all over the news.
I think
all right, R.I.P. What were you to say?
I was like the biggest thing like that we ever had. A kid in 6th grade brought a bong to school. Oh, it was like his dad's, and he's brought it. And that was like the craziest thing that happened. Show
and tell. He was just like showing us. He was just like, yo, like,
and everybody's like, I have no idea what that is.
Yeah, it's like, well, it's a decorative vase.
Yeah,
with
flowers in it,
with a little hilt in it, and this is so you can add and dump water whenever you want.
I thought that's what bongs were for too. Like last year,
before I started dabbling in anything, like way back when, and that didn't actually happen. So, I like the deepest experience I had with like drugs was like Grandma's Boy, when like the like senile grandmother, like the old like eldest lady puts the flowers in the vase or whatever, and she like puts it up on the mantle. Have you seen Grandma's Boy?
I've seen bits and pieces, and I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. She puts like the vase, and I'm like, oh, I don't like. It went over my head completely because I just didn't even. I also didn't know what a bong was or like what it was for. So to me, I was just like, that's a weird joke. But now looking back on it, fucking joke rips, dude. All right. So I'd like to kind of get into your military career, but I think I'd like to show this video first, just to kind of preface the new generation of military. I think obviously times are changing, and we're gonna see how you feel about this one.
I already hate it.
Raindrops on roses and whiskers on kittens, beating the shit
now, for
out
me,
of all of these bitches.
What does it the best is the subtle change in head direction and hand posture when he's clenching his fist. All right, so like, we're supposed to be like the best military in the world, right?
Yeah,
and I'm not
like,
knocking it. I'm not saying we're not, right? When I was coming up, there were always stories of like the weirdos that were in the military, and it was like a PTSD thing, right? Like you just didn't know if they were weird because they had been blown up, or if they were just like, that's how they were when they joined the Marine Corps, and then it was just exacerbated in this weird contract that kind of locks you in. But I think the generation has changed, obviously. And I think that now that just like not in regs or like other social media accounts are just kind of highlighting that.
Yeah.
Like I would even say that the gay jokes have like gone through the roof, right? Like the sus comedy realm, you know what I'm saying?
I get what you mean.
Yeah. But so like, I don't know, what are your thoughts on like, since you've been in, have you seen a change? Do you feel like there's a change? Do you feel like the internet's kind of exacerbating that, or do you think it's always just kind of been the same? Because I've been in just a little bit longer than you, so I'm just like I'm trying to remember when this change kind of happened, because I don't really remember if it was like a overnight thing, but like,
see, I think
now I'm looking around, it's like, fuck.
I think it was the last couple years.
Yeah.
Like, especially like like all these dudes who came through during COVID.
Yeah.
I think that plays a big part because
that's a valid point.
Their like boot camp was completely different.
100%.
Because like there's always like the nerds in your group and stuff.
Yeah.
And people like that.
Yeah.
But like I think there's a lot more of them who can make it through and stuff.
What's your stance on like bullying?
I love it.
Yeah.
I was a bully. I always have been. I support it, but to an extent. Like it depends. Like I don't know. You gotta pick on people for something.
100%, dude. I broke my leg on one of my deployments. It was playing softball. This is how fucking gay sometimes the deployments are. We were playing fucking softball, and I broke my leg. A couple months later, cut to I'm a fat fuck, right? I'm like 215. I'm like 190, maybe 185 right now, depending on what I eat. And we had this like company O course, and this is back when I was like in the infantry, right? And we just get back from deployment, and we're like, yeah, we're gonna go do this like motivational O course thing. I can normally college boy, and I go to college boy, and I have this company of grunts behind me watching, right? And my tubby ass couldn't do the college boy. The worst part is that I kept trying.
Yeah, that just makes it so
100% worse. And then a bunch of my buddies are in the front, so they just start the so now the whole fucking company is just like fat shaming the fuck out of me. And like in the moment, I wanted to jump out of my own skin and hang myself.
But it worked, didn't it?
But it worked.
Yes,
right?
I went through the same exact thing.
How was that?
So I joined, when I joined, I was like, I joined at like 190.
Okay.
Boot camp got me down like 175. And I was a steady 185 until COVID pretty much. Then I started hanging out with this one guy from work, and we drank every single night. And
that'll get you.
Just didn't do anything, just drank, partied, and I was shot up to 250.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I don't know.
What are you at now?
Like 205.
Okay.
I should be
holy
lighter,
shit.
Yeah, I was 250, and it was like every day I'd come to work, and all my sergeants were like, "You're a fat piece of shit.
You're a fat
like,
fuck.
How are you even passing weight standards?" And I just got hookups. I'd suck in.
Yeah,
neck fat. That tape is. It helped
those
me
don't
out.
actually exist, Marine Corps. Yeah, fuck, that's crazy too, because like like bullying works.
Yeah,
right. Like anytime I've wanted to like make a change within like my group of guys, we just fucking bully the fuck out of them until it changes.
Yeah, and I mean, there's a difference between like bullying to like hurt someone, and bullying to like, hey, stop doing that.
Yeah,
like, that's weird.
I would say it's accountability. Yeah, right. Like you're holding someone accountable, right? One, if you're a fat fuck, like you want longevity in this thing we're calling life, right? So like being fat doesn't help. And then it came out like all the COVID shit. It's like all these people are dying. Yeah, but they have all of these like secondary and tertiary conditions from like obesity, right? So like just as a lifestyle, I think I don't know, because a lot of people I know got bigger during COVID that I just like follow on Instagram and shit like that. But it seems like all the people with money, like the famous people, like they're the ones that really kind of like, if you had money during COVID, it was a good like self-work time.
And
but for the people who are already fucked, right? Or like maybe down, like living paycheck to paycheck prior to COVID, and then COVID happens, and now you're just like, you're losing everything.
Yeah, and you're just
for those people,
sit in your house,
dude, just pressed. Yeah, pressed. How was COVID for you?
I had fun. It wasn't really a thing.
So I was on deployment when it happened.
Oh yeah,
and we got fucking extended, right? So like, I think I was telling you this yesterday. We like 2 days before we were supposed to leave, out of nowhere. Well, we felt it coming. We just didn't know if the first wave was gonna be able to leave. Yeah, because Advon had already left. And like 3 days prior, they're like, "Listen,
you gotta stay.
We know everybody likes the base. We're not saying nobody likes the base, but we're gonna have to stay on it." Well, how long?
No idea.
No idea. It's indefinite.
Yeah.
It's like sick. So I started drinking heavily too because there was like a small, like an MCX, for people that don't know, it's just kind of like a government sanctioned, it's a fucking mafia. They kind of run game on all of the bases, but Marine Corps wise, it's the Marine Corps Exchange, and it's pretty much just these Dollar Generals, or like a convenience store / Walmart.
Yeah.
Because if you go to like the big ones, it's got like the commissary and shit.
It's big.
Make sure. Okay, cool. Yeah, so they just have these, and it's nice though, because like that there's at least like some sort of like consistency aboard the bases. Like usually if one store has it, they're all going to have it. Yeah. So I will say they're pretty good about that. But so like we would just get fucking hammered. And now I look back on it because before I went on this deployment, this last one, I'm sober. I'll be 9 months sober on the 9th.
Oh, hell yeah! Congrats.
Yeah, dude. Thank you. And it's like completely. I thought it was bullshit. Like I would watch Steve-O's shit, and it's like, all right, like,
yeah,
cool, man. Like you're doing whippets of fucking CO2 for like 3 days straight on a coke bender. Like that's not me. But like now looking back on it, like, dude, I've had so much more like self-reflection and like time to like be productive and like write more comedy and like focus on other things, and I would say generally happier. I don't like push the sobriety thing on people. I think people need to hit that point where they're ready to either like give it up or slow down. So I usually only just give like my 2 cents and like what worked for me, but it was rough those first couple months because like I was like one of those drinkers where like similar to what you said in COVID, where it was like, every day I was drinking, and then like I would go through these spells where like, all right, I'm gonna slow down, and I wouldn't drink for like a week, maybe 2, but then full tilt when I do drink. Oh, yeah. Like it's like I'm going fucking hard. Yeah. Right. Like I've chugged bottles of Patron. Like, yeah, nobody needs to do that.
Yeah, I was a Four Loko drinker.
Yeah, fuck yeah, the old ones where it's like cardiac arrest.
I wasn't old enough for that, but okay. Like during COVID, we just get like 3 Four Lokos and drink like 3 Four Lokos every night. Yeah, and you wake up and you're like, the only way to feel better.
You shotgun them?
Oh yeah,
yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Spit and rip, baby, spit and rip. Where's the cash? A register just went off, just so you know. You'll see it when it actually comes out. It's on the audio board. So how would you describe, because you'll be getting out soon, how would you describe your military experience? Do you think like you've kind of got fulfillment out of it? Do you feel like you're not necessarily like not proud of your service, but I know some people have like varying experiences where like maybe a recruiter lied to them, or like they just didn't do what they thought they were going to be doing. Like, did you have any of those experiences, or like would you say it was pretty copacetic along your career?
I mean, it is awesome. Yeah, like I'm glad that I'm doing my time, and I'm glad I did it. And like it's not for me to do 20, but like say something happened, I had to. It's not the end of the world. It was just like I met some of the greatest friends in my life, and like my recruiter, he was awesome. He's like, I'm gonna get you a trade and something you can use outside the Marine Corps. So I love like working on helicopters is awesome, and I can use that outside. So it's been a pretty great experience so far.
Damn, how far was your recruiter from you? Was he like at the high school all the time, or like was he? Like...
Yeah, so it was like the town over, like 20 minutes.
Okay,
so.
That's not bad.
He was just a cool dude. We'd hang out. And, I mean, not like, but like we'd chill in his office. And he was just cool. Yeah. He's actually on New River now too.
Yeah. And for like people that don't know, like the recruiting is a 100%, like it varies, right? Like some people are into it. Some people aren't into it. The people that kind of get told to go recruiting usually have a worse time off about it because like they just don't want to be there. It's the same guys that get pulled to drill instructor or things of that nature. Yeah, but that's cool. Cause so is that the plan? Like you're just gonna like work on helicopters outside? Yeah. And then that'll kind of fuel the cash to at least get up on stage and not really worry about shit.
Yeah, cause I mean you can find a lot of them that are just regular, like a lot of them are like 5 to 3 jobs. Yeah. So that's like perfect enough time to shower and go out. Perfect. And find spots and stuff like that. And it's pretty decent pay too outside of the Marine Corps.
Oh, 100%. So, anything that deals with like avionics or like any sort of like fixed or rotary wing, like you're going to get paid bucks. bucks, dude. Because like right now, I'm still like in between. Like I don't even know if I really want to do this for 20 years. Like there are mornings where I wake up and I'm like, fuck, like I don't want to do this. Like this fucking sucks. And I'm like 2 years away from my EAS. So I'm not saying like, you know, I'm just saying I'm on the fence about it, right? It's like anything, right? Each enlistment, I always have to go like, all right, like, am I ready for another fucking 4 of this? Like, and people will lie to you and tell you like it gets better as you get more rank. It doesn't.
Yeah, because you just restart it every once in a while.
Well, it's not even that. Like, and especially once you pick up like like where the rank I'm at right now, it's kind of like you genuinely do restart. Like you're still like you're above like the lower enlisted, but like you still get shit on from all the other, and now you're held to like a higher standard. So it's like it's weird. You're in this weird middle zone where it's like you're not really part of the boys anymore because you're fucking
you can't really be
you can't really hang out. But then like you can't also really hang out. You only have your level, like your peers, right? And like for people that don't know, like for the civilian side at least, your peer group is like your rank, right? So like it doesn't matter which job you're at. So like the peer thing is always it's always a weird dynamic because like the Marine Corps like preaches this thing called billet over rank, and that's just like your position, right? Like where you're placed at work is sometimes it'll supersede rank, right? So you could be a corporal, but if you're holding a sergeant's billet, like you're in charge, like the other corporals kind of come to you, your other peers, the lance corporals, whatever. So like what I'm getting at is like the like rank I'm at right now, it's just left or right. Like there's no, like it doesn't feel like you can really go up. Like gunnies will kind of trust you a little bit more, but like for the most part, you're just getting shit on by like the high blacks. All right. Well, I didn't mean it like that. No, but I would say good luck to you for sure on the way out. You sound like you have a plan, so it's super cool. And I'm the biggest proponent of like letting like. Where do you sit on this? When people identify strictly as service members, like where are you? Like the vet guys, like where are you at on those?
I hate that. Really. Because okay, so like. So I enlisted my junior year, or summer going into senior year, and it was like my main personality. I was like, yeah, fuck you guys. I'm going to the Marine Corps. Yeah. But then, like, even like as a boot and stuff, I'm like, I'm a badass.
I'm the fucking man.
Yeah, I'm the coolest motherfucker.
Yeah.
Like go home on leave. Like, yeah. I got my high and tight. Yeah. But
have you ever seen ribbons before? Right, like you're saying dumb shit like that. Like, I got this one. And this one, and you're just like, oh fuck.
Yeah, or you see those people rolling their like long sleeve shirts into
those fucking country guys. It's always the country guys.
Yeah, rolling their flannels up.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Oh, dude. Were you a guy that walked around Jacksonville, or you like? I guess it would be L.A. right for you guys when you guys like went out for like MCT and shit like that.
We didn't really. I mean, we got to go to LA when I was in like my C school. So I was in Pensacola for like Pendleton for like 2 months. Yeah, and we went out a couple times.
Were you a day bagger? Did you have fucking?
No, even when I was at my worst, I was like, "Why do you have a backpack? You have nothing in it." Yeah, but I was never.
It's just to carry my shit.
Yeah,
but now you see it here, dude. It's fucking.
Oh, it's everywhere, especially the mall.
Oh, dude, to the mall you're on that other base,
so
too,
it's like if you go to the PX on the weekend, it's just flooded.
Eat my fucking ass, dude. Yeah, that, and I was the same way. Like we were never those guys. Like me and my group of boys, we were like, what the like. We were always trying to finagle the rules. Like we were the guys that were getting bitched at for getting like medium regs. Yeah, it's like, what the fuck you doing, boot? And it's like, it's my hair, man. I can do what I want. It's like, no, you're gonna have a high and tight. It's like, I'm gonna have a fucking very low medium.
Yeah, like, that's what I'm sure do. You got it a lot worse than me being.
Oh, dude.
Grunt. But
I will say this: they never like really put their hands on us. But dude, did we get some tongue lashings? Yeah. Like I don't want to say shit's a lot softer, but it is, right? Yeah. Like everybody's always gonna fucking say that. Like back in my day, the one thing I had wished kind of stayed is the verbal lashings, because as much as you hated it in the moment, even if the guy was wrong for like correcting you, that was always the best part. You could just go to your boys and like, yo, you believe fucking what's his name? Fucking he got you too. It's like, and like there's just that one guy in the parking lot that's just like I'll say this, in the Marine Corps we've been dealing with Karens way longer than people have imagined, right? Like any staff NCO that catches you doing some stupid shit, right? Like that is Karen prep, right? Like that was like the first form of Karen, if I can like assimilate that to like the real world.
That's like a perfect example of Karen.
It's just like a guy, like, cause like there's all these rules we have, like just according to the Marine Corps, and they're all self-imposed, right? Like you can't walk and drink.
Yeah,
you can't walk and talk on your phone. You know how inconvenient it is? I'm a fucking busy guy.
Yeah.
You know how inconvenient it is? Like my wife will call me and I'm in the middle of a fucking parking lot and it's like I can't and then I get mad at myself. I'm like, why am I following that rule? Like I'm a human. I can do whatever the fuck I want. But then like, and then you get the Karen in the fucking
like, hey Marine.
Yeah, excuse me. Yeah, they don't even say, now they say excuse me. Sometimes I'm like, I'm all right. So where we park, there's like a parking garage. So like there's like up ramps to each floor. Dude, I'm going like 25 in this thing. It's like you're supposed to be like going 10. And there's just some fucking dude in his trunk, and I have like an exhaust on my car and shit. So it's like, whoa, I'm just ripping through this thing. I know I shouldn't be. I'm already late for a formation. I don't care. I'm trying to rip through. And he just starts laying into me. He's like, wah, 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 from the window. And I just stop. I put my e-brake on. I'm like, my bad. And it just fucking kept going. But yeah, that's like Karens, man. They fucking, it's the worst.
I think I have it a lot easier in the air wing though, because I'm a bunch of shitbags.
Yeah, well, you guys also have pilots who are like super fucking cool, because they know that like pilots, as hard as they get worked on deployment and like even here for like pre-flight ops and shit, they know they're set. Like people treat pilots like that because they know they need to retain them. Because if they leave, they could just do whatever the fuck they want. Yeah. Right? Like the world is their oyster.
Yeah, they're just going straight to airlines pretty much.
Like, and making triple what they're making here, not having to follow the fucking stupid tattoo rules or the stupid fucking mustache rules. And they could just fucking be happy, right? Like there's so many cool jobs like that in the Marine Corps, I think, that people take for granted. And that's like, I think that's why we bled people for like fucking 7 years.
Yeah.
And we're still bleeding people. Like people just don't want to, they're like, why the fuck am I going to stay in? And it was an issue when I was coming in. Like guys were just getting out. But I think the difference is back then, like there was a war, right? So like guys were getting out because they were just getting burnt out. Like they needed a fucking, they wanted to go home. They wanted to like stop deploying. But on 6 deployments in 10 years, dude, like I'm fucking burnt out.
Yeah.
Granted, they're like not the deployments that everybody else was going on back in the day, but it still takes a toll on you, like family wise and shit like that. So it's just like a lot of people got burnt out, and and I think now that there is no war and it's like peacetime, it's like, all right, well, now what are we doing? It's like, oh, we're gonna do the same thing. Yeah, we're gonna push it to the water instead of like land operations. Yeah, it's like I don't want to do that. I don't want to just be away just to be away. Go ahead. It doesn't matter. All right, so we have that. Thank you for your insight. I think we're going to try and move forward to some of the comedy. Oh, fuck. I'm going to fuck this up. Oh, I didn't fuck it up. All right. All right, so what got you into comedy?
I mean, I've always been like the class clown type guy growing up. Yeah. And I mean, my whole family is funny. So like all day is just trying to make each other laugh.
Like wisecracking.
Yeah, and just trying to be the funniest at the dinner table.
We called it busting balls, right? Like that's kind of, wisecracking. Now, I don't know how fucked up your humor is, but I guess we'll start this segment with a parkour video. I want you to really soak this in, because you can tell the guy's very scared before he makes this like crazy jump. But just, watch it with an open mind and an open heart, and let me know what you think.
How is he not dead?
Oh, that guy's 100% dead.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I thought
he's
moving.
100% dead.
He is definitely dead.
Yeah, he's 100%. And like the snaps that you can hear in it, are just his legs, right? Like breaking the fall. Now I don't know if YouTube's going to take this down because maybe he's just taking a really long nap.
Yeah, he's not dead.
At the end.
He got up. Yeah, he's fine.
Yeah, no, and here's the thing, right? Like he's just really sleepy because of all the athleticism that
he's probably just knocked
just
out.
Occurred. It was a pretty hefty fall, but getting into comedy, like, would you say, and I'm trying to use that clip to kind of get into the dark humor of things, right? Like your style is very, like right now, like very dark, right? Like I wouldn't say like a mean dark, but like you're testing waters and like feeling out what kind of comic you want to be.
Yeah, you should have heard my drunk driving bit last night.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry I couldn't stay around.
No, it's cool. I called my dad and I just told him the bit. He's like, how do you even go to a place like that? Like, that's disgusting. What? And I was like, it got laughs. Yeah, it's funny,
and that's all that matters.
Yeah, and he's like, what? He's like, what if someone in the crowd's like, because in my bit I talk about killing a 38-year-old man drinking and driving. Yeah, and how he was a father of 5. Yeah, and a great guy. Yeah, but he's like, what if somebody had a family member who died of drinking and driving? He's like, well, they're at a comedy show. Yeah. They shouldn't take offense to it. It's like, it's so wild. If you're
asking yourself what if, and it's about the crowd, like, in my opinion, doesn't matter.
Yeah, fuck them.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter, right? Like, if people are laughing, way more people thought it was funny than you are bitching, and I'm not going to listen to those people, right? Like, even my family is like, whoa, slow it down. Like, what are you doing? Like I told you, I had a George Floyd joke that I did, and it fell flat, but it worked at some places, right? And my aunt was just like all against it. She was like, "That's not funny." I'm like, "How's it not funny?" It's
hilarious.
It's hilarious. Yeah, it's a good bit, and I don't know. Some people just have their opinions, but as far as you're like starting a comedy, what kind of what really pushed you in that direction? Like, so you going through high school and stuff, you can make people laugh, you can make your family laugh, which is, I feel like I can kind of assimilate to that, because it's like, no matter where I'm at, I'm always trying to like, all right, it's showtime, baby.
What can I do?
Yeah. What can I do to make this experience just a little bit better?
Yeah, even if it was something little, like if I trip right here, I can say this and that'd be pretty funny. Then just doing little stuff like that. Yeah. But really, like, so I'm in, at work, we're in this like little shop. It's like 15 of us. And some days we just get to sit around and just bullshit so you're just
trying shit out.
Yeah. And I'm just like saying shit. It's working. And then I got it super into watching stand up, and I was like, I think I could translate this to that.
Dude. And like now that I've been training and like, I know like basic self-defense, I know I can handle my own, I've gotten way worse. What I'm saying? Like in the shit that I say, because it's like, all right, well, if somebody wants to charge me, like I'm ready for it. Yeah. So all right, so I had just met one of our dark green brethren that's just coming to our job. Well, not just coming, he's been there for a while. I just haven't met him yet because of the deployment. Yeah. And the first thing I did, this is like, I've said hi to him, and then these words leave my mouth. I told them this section needed a little bit more soul. I've been telling him that.
How do you feel about that?
And as soon as he started laughing, I was like, I'm in a good set of boys here. Yeah. I got a good group here. Because we also have a gay dude that just came out recently, and he was like super sketched out about it. He thought we were going to judge him and shit. It's like, dog.
Yeah, who cares?
Nobody cares.
Yeah.
Right? I'm actually trying to write a bit, not about him specifically, but just like how the Marine Corps is changing, and like how some of the staff and COs like might not be able to like make that change. Right? Yeah. Which I think has some funny aspects to it. But it's like, yeah, man, like nobody cares. Yeah. Right? So like now we have like, I told him like, now that we got rid of the fucking don't ask, don't tell shit, like everything should be a lot more like nobody should feel trapped. Yeah. In their own head, right? But yeah, no, I 100% get what you're saying. Like just trying shit out throughout the day, and you're like, I don't know if you guys do this, but we'll like, in my head, I'm always trying to think of like a very like creative way to say shit. Yeah. Right. Like I call my daughter a doo-doo demon, right? And that just kind of rhymes and it's fun. do you guys have any like cool nicknames for each other in your shop?
A little bit. Like, I don't know. When we went to California for a couple months, and we were all closer together. We had like little stuff like my buddy's name's Deersman. He's Queersman.
Yeah, okay.
And little stuff like that, but nothing like crazy. Like,
little
nothing
jabs
that like sticks every day.
Yeah, like and people used to. So like my last name's Racioppi. Everybody used to call me like Racioppi because I would always have to poop, especially like on field ops. Like, it was the worst. There was one time one of my buddies drew because I pee a lot also, right? Because I'm in the field, like I'm constantly pounding water. But I always had to pee, right? Like, so anytime we would like be on patrol, I would like pull my dick out of my fucking camis and like while I'm in the knee, hand on the weapon, just pissing. But he wrote piss and dick on my cat eyes, and then the sergeant major saw it, and he goes, "Whose Kevlar is this?" And I go, "Oh, that's mine, sergeant major." And the only words he says is piss and dick, huh? It's like I guess so, and I didn't know he had written it on there. So like, I was like, "Oh fuck!" Nothing came of it. So it's just like, I guess he thought, he was like an old recon dude. So it was like, he didn't really give a fuck. But yeah, man, I'm super happy that you're getting into comedy and that like you've kind of done the transition while in. I feel like that's a lot of guys I know up in Quantico. That's the route. Like if guys get into stand up and up in like near Quantico and like the DC area, they'll get out and they'll keep doing it. Yeah. In my shop, they've been like super supportive because like so good.
I like brought it up. We were talking and I said something about it. And then like my staff sergeant's like, "Yeah, you can leave early today." Like he's like, because I was freaking out my first time. Yeah, and it was like he was gonna let me leave like 30 minutes early so I could make it there. Yeah, and it was like 1:00 and I'm like sitting there freaking out. He's like, "Dude, just go home, chill out." I was like, "Yeah, all right, cool." Then, dude, yeah, they're super
nerve-wracking experience. We were talking about this last night. Yeah, dude, I was so nervous, and because I also talked about it on my podcast, right? So nervous I wanted to fucking leave the place. I wanted to like jump out of my own skin and just like run away.
Yeah, I had to get hammered just to like be on stage and say words.
I think I did a beer and a shot, and that was it. I was just like, I don't want to be like too intoxicated.
Yeah, I think that's what my mistake my first time was. I got a little bit too drunk. Blitzed. So some of my words were a little slurred. Yeah, but I still got them out, and it gave me the liquid courage to actually get up there.
My first time went way better than my second.
Oh, same. That's exactly same here.
Like my second time, hands down. Like I was so nervous. I was even more nervous because I was also trying even more new shit out. Right. Like so I had like tried to write, and it was at Dead Crow. So like I had wrote a whole new 3 to 4 minutes or whatever, and fucked up like punchlines. I accidentally said punchlines before. Yeah. Like the like misdirects and shit, and it really fucked me up. And like, how about for yours? Like, did you fuck up the jokes, or like were you just like forgetting stuff? Like, what did? Yeah,
well, so like the first time I didn't know like you could bring notes on stage. Oh, nice. So I had it wrote on my hand. Yeah. And I kind of like used that and be like, and I mentioned it's my first time. Yeah. And I wrote like a joke that was like about it being my first time. Then, so that one, I had to keep looking, but I got laughs. But then the second time, I just forgot everything. Like I had a notebook with me. Then I look at it. Yeah. And then I wasn't as drunk, so I was more nervous. Yeah, man. But yeah. Then
now that I'm sober, like I have to live in that moment. Like almost every time, I'm convinced it's why my hair is going so gray. Like I have blocks of gray. Because like now I'm just like sitting in that moment, like completely sober. It's quiet. Yeah. All right, this isn't working. So now I'm just like fucking sitting there.
Yeah, I've gotten better because like the first like 4 or 5 times I'd bring friends with me and they would drive and I'd get drunk and just to get up there. But then it was like Wednesday and I was like, "Hey, anybody coming with me this week?" And like, "I can't." And then Thursday I was like, "Please come with me. I have to at least have a couple beers."
But you see how you're crutching yourself too, right?
But then I had to go by myself. I didn't drink at all and I was fine. Yeah. So then it's like
you realize it's just words. Yeah. I'm just speaking.
Yeah.
It's just speaking. That's all it is. And that's the thing too, is like I think I don't know. Where do you kind of stand on this? Because like I've noticed now, I've been doing it a year. I'm by no means experienced, nor should I be like a person to go to. I'm just kind of putting out there what I see. And I noticed, like, I didn't do this my first time. I didn't say that it was my first time. I just did my set, right? And now that I noticed last night, there's like a lot more people that are like, I've only been doing this for like, you know, a couple of months. Yeah. And I feel like those are the people I can definitely tell, like, I don't want to say don't take it serious, but they're like looking for sympathy, for saying that. Like, that's the only reason I would see them saying that.
Yeah. I see, like, the first time, just because I did it, like, that's fine, because it's super scary.
So scary.
For your first time.
You're so vulnerable, dude.
Yeah. I think, like, I mean, and I have no right to say what should happen or shouldn't either. But, I think after you have your, like, set jokes that you know can get laughs, and you're, like, confident enough to grab the mic and do all that, I think, unless it, like, goes really good with your bit, then I think, like, leave it out. You shouldn't try to get the sympathy from the audience with that.
I think the pulling of it, I don't know, it just feels like, I don't know. I think it's also because I had watched so many comedians before I went up that I was like, I wanted to be, like, I just wanted to skip the grind of it. Yeah. Which you realize you obviously can't, right? Like, there's no skipping the grind. Like, you have to be, you have to bomb. You have to have those shitty nights. You have to, like, if it takes recreating a whole fucking set, like, that's what it takes, right? And I don't know, I just wanted to be in their place where they're at now and, like, skip the shitty parts.
Oh, yeah.
And sure. I don't know, I felt like saying, like, things like, you know, I've only been doing this 3 months. To me, that was like escape. Yeah. Like a scapegoat. Yeah. Right? Like, it's like you're diverting, like, all right, well, get ready for these bad jokes, but don't hate me. I want you to hate me. Like, that's when I'm going up, I want you to fucking I want you to hate it. Like, hate it, because if the joke fucking sucks, the fucking joke sucks. Yeah.
Don't
give me pity laugh.
Yeah.
I hate pity laughter.
Yeah.
And I feel like that happened to me last night. Like, so I have the one bit about my son, and I still haven't written a finish to it yet. But I was like hoping last night with the crowd that the impression of my son that I did would help with the laughter, and then it just didn't get the bite that I wanted. Like, there was no pop. So I was like, and that's it for that one, and I just kind of moved on to the next thing. But yeah, like, I'm trying to work with, like, because I don't really know, I'm all right at impressions. Like, if I watch somebody for a little bit, I can usually mirror, if not, like, enough to mimic them. So I'm, like, trying to work with, like, my stage presence and, like, being able to act out on stage, because I think eventually the comedy I want to get into is just, like, kind of scenario building, and then having jokes within those, like, scenarios or, like, situations. Which I think will eventually help with, like, my current events and things of that nature, and being able to improv off of, like, crowd work and stuff like that. Have you done crowd work yet?
No.
It's fucking terrifying.
Yeah, I'm scared, because I'm scared I'm gonna, like, call somebody out on something, and they're gonna be funnier than I am. And
like, dude. Yeah. And then you just say that. You're like, fuck, that was a good one. Yeah. And it's like, why don't you get up here? And then as soon as he does, he goes, no, you fucking crazy fuck.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm still terrified being up there. So I just, like, standing in my spot. And
did you try the silence last night?
Yeah, I definitely took longer pauses on my stuff and let it sit.
Yeah, let it sit.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I feel to, like, move around and stuff, I feel like since I just starting out, like, I feel like I'm, like, faking it up there. And
that's,
like,
the point, though.
Yeah,
right? Like,
or people are like, oh, this guy, he doesn't know what he's doing walking around. So I just, like, but also I'm not, like, flashy, like, doing that type. So I do, like, just kind of chilling there, standing and just telling
it also holds so much more weight to your words, right? Because you don't have to rely on, like, movement or, like, because a lot of times when I'm writing shit, I'm trying to remember not only what I'm saying, but, like, oh, like, at this moment I have to give a look, or, like, I have to, you know, do this with my hands, or, like, do something, like, to act it out, right? So, like, in my head, I'm always overthinking how it's going to be perceived as a whole. But I'm willing to eat those bag of dicks now. So, like, eventually, because if I feel like all the good ones, like all the good comics, they're really good at, like, painting a story, or like tagging a punchline to a body movement or, like, a look, right? So I'm really just trying to hammer that shit home where I can, because, like, of recent, the jokes I've been writing, the looks or like the little body movement tags that I add to shit is what's been giving me my pops.
Yeah.
Because it helps like with the absurdity of something.
I've been trying to do it a little more too, because I think only like 2 of my jokes I like move it all, and it helps with the laugh. It's like on one I like talk like a girl and I like kick my foot up, and it does help get a better laugh. And there's like another one where I bend over because I'm stabbed. But that's like the most of what I've done. But I would like, it's not like I'm like, oh, I'll never do that.
Dude, how
like,
fucking fun is it though? Like,
oh yeah, it's so fun.
Because I've watched. I think we're in the same boat. We were talking about this last night, but like, we've watched comedians for so long that it's like so fucking cool that like I get to now be a part of the process, and like I'm part of the community now. Right.
I'm just glad, even though like even if it doesn't go anywhere and I just do open mics for the rest of my life, I got up on stage and I tried it.
I have to say I'm like in the same boat with you. Like I just enjoy, as much as it stresses me out, I enjoy the process of like taking a thought, putting it on paper, rehearsing it, saying it, and then like that pop when you get it though.
When it works out, it's the best feeling ever. It's fucking
harrowing.
It really is. And because it's worth putting in all that work.
How
just
cool
to get
is it
like
when
a small
laugh. When you get that laugh and then you have those fucking after show shakes. Dude, there are times where Amy, the booker at Dead Crow, like she's always like in passing when I'm like coming off stage sometimes, and I'm always just like, ooh, she's like, how'd it go? I'm like, I gotta shake him off because like I'll get off and I'm like shaking. And like it'll happen to me. I'll get an adrenaline rush while I'm on stage, and you can see my hand shaking with the mic. So I have to pin it against my chest.
That's what. I hold it there the whole time because I'll start like moving around. And especially when I start getting laughs, I got to slow down because I start like getting excited and I start rushing through all my stuff. I just got to keep it slow.
That's good though, man. I'm glad. Yeah. All right, we'll do one more video and then we're gonna get out of here because I got this one, and it's gonna be, I don't know. Are you dating anybody right now?
No.
Okay. Well, I would like to cover. Oh, well, I guess we still got to do your videos too. Which one of yours do you want to do?
The Down syndrome kid. That's my favorite fucking video.
All right. So just so everybody can see it.
Hey, and me, your daughter.
I feel so bad, but it's so
no, don't
funny.
feel bad, man. He's fucking.
It is so funny.
No gap. Sheesh, this is bussin'.
All right. So there's so much to unpack in that video because Down syndrome aside, I'm not saying the video is funny because he's got Down syndrome. He's got the Downs. That's not what's funny to me. It's all of the slang he chose to use within the video.
And, like his hand movements.
Like it was just insane for him to be like that's no
or what
cap.
would like motivate him to make that video?
Yeah, like even like anybody, like if my kids did that, like I'm roasting them.
Yeah.
On spot, you're getting flamed. I'm gonna end your life. And then you're grounded, right? Like, you can't say no cap. And then what else did he fucking say?
I think he said no cap,
bussin'. Oh fuck! All right, no cap, bussin'. And then it was the length of his fingernails that really put me over the edge.
It's like he's filing them to a point.
Yeah,
they were. Yeah, it was like Wolverine.
They were super thin. Yeah, dude. Why? The fuck, dude, that was cringy.
Then I think the fact that he has Down syndrome
just added to it. Yeah. But it's not. Yeah, it was a perk.
Yeah,
like if you're running a Call of Duty, like loadout, one of the perks is that he's got Downs.
Yeah.
Not what made it funny.
Yeah.
Right.
Not dissing Downs people.
Yeah, no, dude, I love my tards out there. I don't know if I can say that.
I'm one of them.
I'm already canceled. Yeah, no, and here's the thing. Most of the people in the Marine Corps, when you drink the Kool-Aid enough, you get that tism.
Yeah, for sure.
You just go straight tism. And that's cash. That's cash vibes right there. Open registers, empty bank accounts, and tism. That video, thank you so much for bringing that in. That was fucking special. It's near and dear. I guess we'll leave with I got one video for you. And this is just a very concerned parent speaking to a young man about the status and relationship expectations he can have with his daughters.
Told you this, but my daughters do not respect men. So I'm letting you know that now, and I'm not joking when I tell you that, brother. And they have mouths when it comes to them getting into disagreements and engagements with men, and they will verbally put some lashings on you, brother, because they don't respect men. I'm just giving it to you forefront, brother, so you know what you're going.
All right, so I don't know where you like. Do you feel that there's an equality to dating, or is it like the guy is the breadwinner, the wife either like stays at home or maybe has a job but it's like part time? Where are you at on that?
I hope not. I want to marry a
breadwinner, dude. That's what I'm talking about.
I'll stay at home all day.
I literally just said that to my wife today. I was like, "Yo, when are you gonna start making 6 figures so I could be a stay at home dad?"
Yeah, for real. I would be. Yeah, I don't give a fuck,
dude. How fucking sick would it be if like your wife was out there like making fucking 6 figs, and then you're just at home writing, doing your thing. Yeah. You had the kids during the day. She's got the kids during the night.
That'd be a great
boom, dude.
I'd be head of the PTA. I'd be running Girl Scouts.
Hello, bozo. Hello, bozo. No, man. I think, I think equality. And here's the thing I hate about it. It's because it doesn't take much for women to make that much money anymore.
OnlyFans.
Dude, not even, yes, right? But, dude, you know what really fucking frustrates me? Every fucking, here's the thing. Guys are so fucking dumb and horny. Like the dweebs and the weebs and the fucking simpy dudes are so fucking quick to like dump money on some bitch's Amazon wish list that it's frustrating that the girls will just do normal things. It's like, I'm walking today.
Or if I subscribe for this girl, if I give her $7.95 a month, she might fuck me.
Dude, and it's not gonna happen, dude. It wouldn't happen in real life.
Yeah.
Why is it gonna happen on through the fucking internet? You think you'd be the first like plebe to be like, hey, come like slobber on my 3-inch ween?
Yeah. I don't know. I hate all that shit.
Right. And what makes me more mad is like the women who know about they play into they lean on it hard. I know this might be a little like counteractive to what I normally say on here, because normally like my mantra is like, if you're gonna do something, lean into it.
Yeah,
just commit.
But I mean, also good
shit works out. Yeah,
good
exactly.
For them, they're making.
Right? I'm partly hating, right? Because if I did like a fucking get me at like if I had on my account, right, like it's like my Venmo and it's like coffee and tattoo, coffee and tattoo donations.
Yeah.
I'd be mad because my shit would be dry, dog.
Yeah, I'd probably have negative money.
As Chris D'Elia would say, it'd be full o' dents.
Yeah.
It'd be full o' dents. And like it frustrates me because I'm mad, I'm a hater, but it's like these women are literally just doing the same shit that everybody does.
Yeah.
They just happen to
I mean, if I was a woman, I'd definitely have an OnlyFans.
Taking advantage of it.
Yeah. I'd probably go past that, and I'd be a prostitute.
Fee, all of it. Give it to me. Like, I'm on it.
Yeah, I'd do whatever I could with my body to make money.
How many step relationships, step brother, step sister, step mother, how many relationships do you think OnlyFans has ruined?
Oh, a lot.
Too many to count.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's steps, so you can subscribe.
Yeah.
Then she sees you subscribe, then it's just awkward.
I'm saying even like combined content, right? Like, this is literally my step bro. And like
they have that?
Maybe. I don't know.
I gotta look that up.
Check that shit out. I'm sorry, for research purposes, what would be the HTML for that?
Yeah.
No, Garrett, it's been a pleasure. I got jiu-jitsu after this, so we got to get out of here. But I can't thank you enough for coming on. I hope to have you on again. It's going to be awesome.
Of course.
Yeah, man. Appreciate it. Thanks so much.
Thank you for having me.
Peace, everybody. Hope you enjoyed the episode.